I'm going to share with you the simple sequence that I've been installing in my funnels that helps reduce churn and increase repeat purchase rates by up to 50%. Most people think of churn only in terms of software businesses or communities and membership type recurring fee businesses. That makes sense, but also using the system that I'm going to teach in this video will help info product course creators increase the rate that people come back and buy from you a second and third time. Okay, I'm going to run you through the whole sequence that tells you how to lower that churn rate, increase repeat purchases, increase engagement, and increase the lifetime value so that you're running a healthier business. And if you stick with me till the end, I'll show you then, once you've plugged that churn hole, how to throw more people in the bucket so you get even more money. Okay, so let's first look at why churn is important. Very, very simple. Yeah. If we imagine this as your revenue bucket, you're filling this, and most people focus on the cool, sexy things like ads and acquisition mechanisms and all of this. The problem is, what they don't realize is that this revenue bucket has a huge hole in the bottom. And for every 4 customers they're attracting, 3 of them are dropping out the bottom, never to be seen again. Now, if we're looking at this in terms of payback period, where this is cost and this is time, if you pay this much to acquire the customer and you need, say, 3 rebills for them to then be in profit, you got 3 rebills and here's your break even, and we got 1, 2, 3. If they churn after 2, you've paid money to acquire a customer who's giving you nothing back. They've actually cost you money. What's the point? So the better way to scale your business is to actually first plug that hole as much as possible, reduce the churn, and then throw more people in the top to get compounding gains. Okay, really, really simple. Let's look at why people churn. It really comes down to a value mismatch. Okay, simple as that. If you are charging somebody, let's keep the numbers easy, $100, you need to give them at the very bare minimum $101 of value back to keep them paying, or for them to feel confident to come back and buy from you again. Ideally, you should be offering to give them $200 plus back. Okay, this way they are not going to leave because they're like, well, you know what, I'm paying these people $100, but they're giving me $200 worth of stuff. I'm in such a good deal here. Think of it this way: if I said to you, hey, pay me $100 a month and I will give you back $150 every month, would you keep paying me? Of course you would. If I said, pay me back, or pay me $100 and I'll give you $100 back every 3 months, you're going to be like, no. Why would I pay you $300 to get $100 back? It just doesn't make sense. So this is one of the things that most people don't understand, is that it really just comes down to a value mismatch. People are paying, but they're not seeing that value. Your job is to help people experience the true value of whatever that offer might be. Now, there's many reasons why somebody might not be experiencing the true value of that offer. It could be that, 1, they're a bad fit. It could be 2, that they're just not motivated enough to actually get the results. Most common, though, that I see is that people are not incentivizing their users to get that value from the product. And that's what the highest value feature sequence. So let's look at how this actually works. It's a simple couple of step sequence. And I first developed this when I was working with a fintech scale up. And we basically slashed their churn by around 50% after implementing this simple sequence. So step 1 is to identify your highest value customers. And by highest value, we're looking for people who have the highest engagement. So they're using your product all the time, every day. And that would be, if you're a software brand, they're logging in every day, they're power users. If it's a community, they're the people who are in there all the time engaging. If it's an info product, they log in, they use the things, they're asking good questions that shows that they understand this. We're also looking for the lifetime value, because we want to identify people who have spent lots of money, they're getting the value. You want more customers like that, people who are engaged, people who keep paying. So you want to understand what these people want so that you can attract more of those kinds of people. Once you've identified those highest value customers, step 2, talk to them. Simple as that. And when I say talk to them, I do mean a one-to-one call. When I was working with the fintech company, we spoke to around 25 people that fit like high engagement, high lifetime value. Basically, the power users, the advocates for the brands, they loved the service. And what we want to do when we talk to them is we want to try and understand a couple of things. What the highest value feature is for them. So what feature within the product, or what features, if it's multiples, and what we'll get onto courses in a second, but which ones have helped them the most? Either they've unlocked something, they've helped them. And what we're looking for with these features is that it saved them time, money, and simplicity are the three things that we're looking for. So it's either saved them time, saved them money, or made them money, or it's made things faster, easier, and simpler to implement for the business, which is, again, a time and a money thing, because if it's faster and easier, great, we're saving money there. So we want to identify which features they like. If you're running something like a course, then you want to find out which lessons, which concepts, which insights were most impactful. Same thing for like agencies and coaches and consultants. What is the one thing that you helped that client implement that got them the highest value? You then also want to get some tangible results. So, it's helped us make what? When you talk about it's helped you make more money, what, like 20% increase in revenue? It's helped you save, 30% on this, on that, whatever. You want to get tangible results because you need to understand exactly how much it's actually impacting their business. And then you want to understand the transformation. What was the before and after state? And this is really for your own marketing and stuff, but it's really good to also take this opportunity to understand the transformation state. Finally, within all of this, use cases. How are they actually using those features? With all of these things covered, and really, let's be honest, use cases should go in there. With all of these things understood, you can then start to understand, right, so people really love this feature or this lesson or this approach because it gets them this result and it enabled them to do this, okay? Once you have done that, and I recommend speaking to as many people as possible. If you speak to one person, it's not going to be significant, that information. So speak to a fair few of them. Then 3, this is where you build the highest value feature sequence. Now I usually run this as a 7-day onboarding. And basically, whenever you start working with somebody, you send them 7 messages, could be emails, could be in-app notifications, could be DMs, whatever it might be, WhatsApp messages, whatever. You're going to send them 7 messages that push them towards the 1 or the 2 highest value features that get them the best results, okay? So you want to make this as easy as possible for them, because a lot of people won't be able to find the best lesson, the best action to take, the best feature to enable. They won't be able to find it because they'll be overwhelmed and confused by everything. So you want to make it as easy as possible. You want to say, hey, thanks so much for signing up. So you want to say things like, most of our best customers, most of the people who get the most value from this say that this is the thing that made the difference in the business. And in fact, 20% of our customers see a 50% increase in ABC by going here and doing this. Here's how you do it. Step 1, click here. Step 2, tick that. Step 3, do this, whatever. But you want to make sure that you're incentivizing them and pushing them to go to those highest value features of your product, your offer, whatever that might be, to help them get the value that you offer back as soon as possible. We've used this with everything to try and get people in. So, if you have something like a 7-day trial, get them more value in those 7 days than the first bill. The first rebill would be for the full price. So that's really what it comes down to. It's all about helping somebody see the value of the offer and experience the value of the offer. If you can help them get more value than they're paying you, they will keep paying you. It's as simple as that. You just need to understand, right, what is it within this product, within this offer, that the actual customer finds the most valuable? How can I make sure that everybody who's new that comes in goes and experiences that highest value element? Once they've done that, it's easy, right? They will be happy to continue paying and to pay you more money. You just need to make sure that that is done. Once that's done, then you focus on acquiring more people. You solidify your base of extracting maximum value from each person, each customer that comes through. Then you throw more customers in. And if you do want a better way to attract more customers at scale, check out the $1 product system. There'll be a link somewhere around this video or in my profile. And that will enable you to attract high intent customers every single day without having to spend a penny on ads. I use ads to promote it, and I make that money back within 24, 48 hours. You can learn the whole system in the $1 product system. But first things first, fill the holes. Right? Make sure that you're not just leaking revenue unnecessarily. And then once you fix that, you can go and start throwing more people at the system.